Wow, I'm sorry, I'm late. I thought by going to bed earlier than a little earlier than normal, I wouldn't have to set an alarm. I think I slept the soundest I have slept. Anyway, let's get going here. We've got it's called Easy. I found out, I looked at the titles. I never play these games down here. I find the hardest game is the one that challenges me the most. So that's the one I play normally. But anymore, this is the only one I'm playing with you all. So we'll go by the days of the week. It's the best way to learn, probably for those young or the people on the seasoned, the ones on the other end of the spectrum who maybe will populate this more than the others. Who knows? I think this is an excellent way to learn. Anyway, my eyes immediately go to volume. Oop, I got to go left-handed. The volume, so this one has just one missing here. Let's see, what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the one that's missing. So 7 is there. Since we're on 7s, look at in that row of boxes, the 7s are all accounted for. Let's look down here. Oh, there's a 7, so a 7 can go right there. Okay, and so that we don't forget about 7s, look at the 7 can go right up there. That was with regard to the middle row of boxes. Let's look down here. Oh yeah, there's only one 7 left. That's verified down here, 7, 7. So it's going to be along the bottom, so 7 is going to go right there. I hope you followed that. Let's review that for a moment. The first 7, so that we completed that middle column of cells in this left-hand column of boxes, okay, that 7 completed it. The puzzle already gave us all of these. So then we verified that 7s with regard to this top row of boxes was completed. Then we went to the middle row of boxes and the puzzle gave us this 7. We could complete these 2. Then we came down here to the bottom row of boxes. The puzzle gave us this 7 and this 7. So now, in conjunction with this middle column of boxes, we knew that 7, the ninth and the final 7 was right here. Hope that makes sense. Okay, let's skip down here. 5s only have 2 remaining. So let's see. So there's 5 and 5. And there's 5. Oh, we don't have a 5 yet, but we're going to be able to do this. So there's 2 5s here in this top row of boxes. And, oh boy, we don't. So let's fill this one here. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and a 2 goes right here. And a 2 goes right there. So let's see, 5. Oh no, so here's the dilemma. 5s in this top row of boxes, top left box, 5 can either go here or here. And down here in the bottom row of boxes, 5 can either go here or here. Left-handed writing, it's great to engage the brain. Let's see if we can complete this row. It's got 3 missing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's see, 2. So 2 can't be here, so 2 needs to be here or here. We know it can't be here with regard to this very, very top row of cells. The very top row of cells. And 2 and 2, no, we're not going to be able to be certain that the 2 can be in any one of these. So the reality with just simply with regard to the top row, the 2 can either be here. We know it cannot be here, but it can also be here. Let's see if we can complete the top row. We know we're missing a 1. Okay, so 1 cannot be there, but it can be here or here. Okay, let's see. 2 we know we're missing. 3, 4, 5, 6 is missing. Let's see if we can complete for 6. Well, 6 can be in any one of those 3 blanks, and with regard to the very top row of cells. So, yeah, so we don't know. 6 can be here, but it can be in any one of these 3. 6, 6. The 6 could be there. So we're missing with 6s. We're getting out of whack here. Let's come back. So 5. Okay, let's see. 9. 9 has 3 remaining. Okay, so this bottom row, we have a 9. We have a 9. So, and a 9 here. So the 9 has to be right there. Okay, we have 2 9s remaining. All right, so with regard to this right-hand row of boxes, 9, 9, the 9's got to be in the middle. There's a 9 here, and there's a 9 here. Therefore, the 9 has to be there. All right, so we're down to 1 9. Let's check out this middle row of boxes. There's a 9 on the bottom. There's a 9 on the top. There's no 9 here. There's a 9 right here. So 9's going to be right in the center. Center cell. Center box, center cell. Okay, let's complete that one. 9, 8, 7. The 6 is missing. Okay, so let's see. 5 still. We can check on 5s. But let's see. Yes. 5 notes are still clean, so it's not available. Let's go to 4. 4, 4, 4. So, top row of boxes, 4, top right box, top right. 4, top box, right cell has a 4, and this has got to be a 4 right here. Okay, let's go with the middle row. So we have on the left box, we have a 4. In the middle box, we have a 4 on the bottom here. All right, so it's got to be on the top. So on the right box, we're going to put the 4 in the top left of the right box. Top left cell, right box. Oh boy, that was a really not a very healthy looking 4. Then on the right hand column of boxes, 4, 4, and 4. So 4s are gone. Now 3s. Okay, let's go again to the top row of boxes. 3, 3, 3. Middle row of boxes. 3, 3, 3. Bottom left box. 3, 3. 3 can be anywhere here. Oh boy. 3, 3. 3 can be in one of these 2. And 3, 3. It can be one of those 2. So here's something I'll show you. It's a good. So with regard to this bottom box, okay, the 3 could be here or here by virtue of this 3 and this 3. And on the far right, or on the right column of boxes, 3, 3, so it can be either here or here. Here's what I want to show you. 3, 3, okay, on this left-hand column of boxes, the 3 can be anywhere in one of those because they're all empty. But in these 2, the bottom box and the bottom right box, it can be, therefore, in this box, wherever 3 is going to go, it has to go along the bottom. Because it cannot go on the bottom of either one of these 2. It can either go in those 2 areas, one of those 4 cells. So it has to be along the bottom. And of the 2 that are open, this one here is not available because of the 3. So the bottom leftmost box, or cell, the 3 cannot go into, and therefore, with regard to this bottom left box, the 3 can only go here. Oops. So therefore, this has to be the 5, and therefore this has to be the 5. So we got rid of 5s. Now we have 2 3s left, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to fill it out. We don't have the information at this time yet. Let's complete this box. There's a 1 that's missing. 1 cannot go here, therefore the 1 goes here. Therefore, we can solve for this box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is an 8. That's a good little hint or tip to look for in the future. All right. So now let's look at 8s. My eyes went to 8. And again, we can learn here. So with regard to this bottom box, we have 8, we have 8. So 8's going to have to be here. So right now we can put a note because we don't have the information. Remember, there's really only one tip to this game, never ever guess. So the 8's going to be in one of those 2 areas. The 8 that's here doesn't help us out, and there is no 8 here. Let's see if we can solve for 8. Can that be 8? Well, in this column, this far right column of cells, there's only 2 missing. And this one up here, it cannot be 8. So therefore, this has to be 8. Now we're going to be able to solve back here. So 8, 8. So the only 8 is going to be on the top. I hope that's clear. So now we are down to 2 8s. Let's go in the center. In the middle column of boxes. No, the 8's not there. And so now let's look. Our 2 8s are going to be missing here. So on the right box, top row in the right box, it cannot be 8. Let's complete this one, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is missing. That was not a very healthy looking 6. Okay, there we go. So, and 1 can go right here. So the 8 is going to go right there. So we go 8, 8, 8, and 8s are gone. So now let's go to, we have the 6s. Oh, you know what? We should have checked for this right at the beginning, and I got up late. I told you I got up late. So the 1. So let's find where that 1's going to go, okay? We know 1 can go here. That's an earlier note that we made. We may know 1 is here. So the 1's going to have to be along the bottom here. All right. So it's either going to be here or here. Okay, and now we can solve for this 1 right here because we put in that 1. The puzzle gave us that 1, so we knew that 1 could have been in one of those 2 right there. So now the 1's going to be here along the bottom. So here, let's solve for this column. So it's middle column of boxes, left column of cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is missing. Okay, and let's see if we can solve for 6 here. So on this bottom row of boxes, 6, 6, 6, which now helps us solve for 3. 3, 3. All right, so now where is the 1? The 1's either going to go here or here. Oh, look, this is where the 1 is going to go. So I'm just going to leave it blank. I'll know, even though there's a note of an 8, we already got the 8 there. I'll know that's our 1 cell, so now we get a chance to show you. So which is what's missing? 2 is missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which, let me get this out of my notes here. And again, I'll share with you how to score. It's not relevant to this puzzle. It's relevant to the one we did yesterday. But here's an example of how to score, okay, if you're writing puzzles down. So when you get done with, let me switch hands here. When you get done with rows, as you're completing the puzzle, put a check mark. When you get done with columns, put a check mark with columns of cells and rows of cells. When you get done with boxes, put a heavy dot on the top right corner. Okay, these were completed as you complete them. When you get done with particular numbers, once you get done with the number, any number, check it. This is really redundant, but you check it first along rows of boxes, and then you put a lateral mark through it, and then you check the columns, the 3 columns of boxes for the number, and when you get done with that, you squiggle it all out. So when you're when you're all done, this is what it looks like. And the only one I don't squiggle out is 1. It's the one I do last. I just circle it. After checking for the columns of boxes, I circle the 1. When I check, I always check for rows first. I put a line through it, but then I circle the 1. Everything else, this is how a scored, handwritten one. And this is how I suggest you give it to young folks or old folks who you're trying to introduce. Have them grade puzzles first and teach them how to grade puzzles. That's a really good way to learn. When you're learning, the patterns will show up and concepts will show up simply by grading. Okay, let's get done. We spent enough time here. Let's get done with this. Let's look at the one that's remaining. We know this is going to be the one, so up here, this is the 1. And 1s are stubborn. All right, with my left-handedness. So they're stubborn with my right-handedness too, to be honest. I've found that at least. Let's see if we can complete this one. 1, so 2 is missing. This is missing a 2 here. This far left column of cells. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, therefore this has to be a 6. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So, with regard to this top row of boxes, 2 is here. No 2 here yet. 2 is here. Therefore, 2 needs to be right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, the 1 is the only one that's remaining. This is what I like to do anytime it's in the middle. It's in the middle column is where I like to put the 1, the very last of the puzzle. And the holy grail is either the middle, like it is, middle bottom, middle top, or the center cell. Well, that's the 1 anyway. I put the 1 and we get the fireworks. And I wanted to leave you with this. This is a great statement that I'd written down many years ago. And then I had it verified in something I was reading yesterday that you cannot sustain inconsistency. It's a heck of a comment or concept to think about. In my industry, coaching football, it's a fantastic concept to think about. But you cannot sustain inconsistency, and simplicity gives you velocity. Wow. So we know that simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. That was repeated or stolen by Steve Jobs, supposedly Picasso or Da Vinci or Michelangelo originally said, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. But this one, again, is a new twist on it. Simplicity gives you velocity, or can give you velocity. And the one before it is inconsistency is not sustainable. So have a great day. Thanks for watching.